there are some wonderful similarities with this Bitcoin chart today versus November to December, October to November 2020. That is why in this video, we're going to explore the case for a parabolic December. So hit the subscribe, hit the like, and let's do it. I want to just point this out right off the bat and preface by saying in the last part of this video, we're going to discuss why right now is a very good time to be careful for downside. This isn't a hype video, but the setup is here for a move to the upside I want to discuss. So this is Kevin Svenson over on X. Go follow him over there. It does good technical analysis on crypto, Bitcoin. He said exactly 3 years ago, Bitcoin was sitting in a strikingly similar setup. The 50 level in the daily RSI was the target before the next leg up. And you can see the similarities right now. October, December 2020, October, December 2023. Look at the setups. Not only on price, but look at the setup right here on the RSI. And it is playing out so similar. It's incredible. It would be kind of crazy not to explore the potential for a breakout right now on this chart. One thing, if you've been watching my videos, I've been saying in terms of just all of crypto, this applies to all of crypto. This is whether you hold Bitcoin or altcoins, this analysis that we're doing, this is like a roadmap to all of crypto right now. But what I've been saying is if Bitcoin and crypto actually breaks up, and there's many trend lines of resistance in play for Bitcoin here, for other altcoins, if they move up right now and actually break out, this will be like something we've never seen before. And you might be kind of saying, well, Kevin just pointed out that the move that's happening right now is kind of this move like we saw back here in November, December 2020. But there's one really big difference that would make this move even more special if it happened. I'm going to discuss that in a minute. But let's go dive into these charts. Here's Bitcoin right now, the setup. You can see the rising, broadening wedge of sorts that you see right at this confluent resistance of this massive yellow trend line that goes back to 2022, back here in July 2022. And you can just see, if we zoom back in, Bitcoin's just been consolidating right at the 20-day moving average. So we go back to 2020, very similar story. Let me open up the chart a little bit. There's the rising broadening wedge that Kevin was alluding to. This is what it looks like on the chart. And right now we're in this environment where, man, Bitcoin looks like it could very well break down and consolidate to put in a higher low, right? So boom. And if we go to the chart now, boom, we have a target to $33,000. But it didn't do that then. And you can actually see, if we open up the RSI, you can actually see the RSI broke down to around the 50 level. And then it just exploded back to the upside. If we go to the RSI right now for Bitcoin as it's consolidating, you can see Bitcoin's above the 50, hasn't quite touched the 50. Maybe there's more room to the downside to touch the 50. And if that's the case, you can see there's more room to the downside on this daily chart, lower trend line around $36,000. Maybe Bitcoin will fall to that level, touch the 50 on the RSI, and then make another move to the upside. Let me discuss why this would be more special this time around. So even if we fall 36, bounce to the upside, this is falling. Maybe it doesn't quite touch 50, but then we're breaking to the upside and we get a breakout. This is why this would be more special this time around. We go to this initial weekly chart for Bitcoin. If we look, the move that just happened, you can see this dotted yellow line. This is Bitcoin this cycle around pre-halving. The halving's over here. This is Bitcoin separating from these moving averages, right? The move in the last cycle where this happened was right around here. And you can see that was pre-halving. Where we are from a cycle perspective, time frame perspective, is right around here. We've obviously talked about that a lot in our analysis videos. We're right around here, right around here. When Bitcoin was making this November, December move, right, and then it broke out in 2020, this was post-halving. This was not even post-halving. This was swing high of the bull market 2017 to swing low, bear market. This was the bull market doors being broken. That is an entirely different environment right here. That's post-halving. That's the bull market doors being broken, the parabolic phase of the bull market really just getting going. And right now, that's not where we are. We're still pre-halving, right? We're still kind of in this move. And so if we get a breakout to the upside, pre-halving, pre-bull market doors being broken, and we get a move like back here, but it keeps going, that is what makes it so special. What makes it so special is this would be incredibly early for a move like this. The more normal move, the more common move for Bitcoin right now would be truly for Bitcoin to not break out. The common move for Bitcoin right now at this time of the cycle would be to fall to a $33,000 target. I'm very much anticipating that. I'm also anticipating a breakout, right? I'm anticipating all these scenarios because at the end of the day, nobody knows what is going to happen. But as we get this just consolidation, higher high, higher low consolidation, which, let's face it, these moments take a while to set up, right? This moment on this chart on the daily, this has taken months. I mean, this has taken years if we really think about it. If you go back to the weekly chart, for instance, this move right before the COVID fall, that took a huge setup to get there. And we're here right now. So what happens next is paramount in terms of just the general crypto journey that I think we're all on, whether it's you hold Bitcoin, whether it's you hold altcoins. What happens next is going to be very telling. Are we going to be in a common move to the downside? Maybe even go lower than 33, test 30. Just put in some type of higher low, right, before the halving. And this would be very common to previous cycles. Or is Bitcoin going to break to the upside, do something that it's never done before, which we see here on Kevin's post, basically a potential for December pump, a parabolic December. This is what I'm going to be watching. I mean, this is the most intriguing chart right now to watch in crypto as Bitcoin consolidates between the 20-day, between this long-term upper trend line that goes back to 2022 and the shorter-term upper trend line of the rising broadening wedge. So Bitcoin's right in the middle of it all, right? Testing support here. We'll see what happens. Resistance to the upside, just so you know, 38,200. This trend line right around 39,000. Lower trend line support around 36,000. Target to the downside, 33,000. Let's see what Bitcoin does next. This is what I'm tracking as we kind of start this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you cruising through. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.